have to run a route like this. Because to be a trucker, you have to go where the freight goes. I'm running 58, all right, in Virginia. Going into, my destination is Pikeville, Kentucky. Look at your map. Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee, these neighboring states. You can run right out of Virginia into the southern part of Kentucky. I got 45,000 pounds in the box. Got a load of Gatorade coming out of Virginia, where they make it at. They make Gatorade in got a big plant in Withville, Virginia, right off of Highway 17. I mean Highway 77. On this route, there's a lot of curves and hills, so you have to be very careful. When you're pulling a hill like I'm pulling now, you got to watch your temperature, because your truck can overheat. Everything got to be working right. You got to make sure that that engine fan is cutting on once your engine gets at a certain temperature, which is about 210. That fan should come on to cool that engine down, because you want a hard pull. You know, with 45,000 pounds in the box, it's a hard pull on a lot of these hills. You also have to watch yourself when you're going down, but that load will push you down that hill faster than you want to go. You have to be careful how you use your brakes, because you don't want your brakes to get hot, because the hotter the brakes get, the less braking power that you have. Why he can pass me like he's doing, because he's got a light load, or it could be empty. I'm loaded down, so I can only pull this hill about 30 miles per hour. But when you're in trucking, there'll be days when you have to run routes like this. From Withville to Pikeville, Kentucky is about 53 miles. Okay? You should be able to run that within 3 hours. Maybe 3.5 hours. Depending on the traffic. But when you're running a route like this, it may take you 4.5 hours to complete that run, because you can't run a consistent speed. Your speed is up and down. As you'll see, depending on how long this video runs, because I'm about out of storage space on my phone. videos I need to delete. But you'll notice that the speed limit will change numerous times on this route. This is Highway 58, straight up through the hills of Virginia. I'm still in Virginia right now. Curves, so you really have to watch what you're doing. Curve can cause you to overturn if you got too much speed. On this highway, in some areas, your speed shouldn't get over 55 miles per hour. I got some curves on this. I ran it yesterday, and they wanted me to run it again today. I don't like to run it because Abilene. I work for Abilene Motor Express, and this actually is not I'm a OTR driver. I'm over the road. And, this is not an over-the-road run right here. This is a run for a local driver. But I guess the local driver is out on vacation or whatever the case may be. So they asked me to run it. I don't like running it. I don't like running this route. I'll only run it in the daytime. I won't run it at night. Because at night you got a lot of fog, and this highway has a lot of curves on it, and you can't see as well at night, and them curves will sneak up on you. If you got too much speed, you're gonna end up in the ditch. Need to have plenty of driving hours on this run because there ain't too many places to stop. That's the only place to stop over there on the right. There's a few other places that you can pull over, but it's not that many.
Turn left.
Watch yourself, because you don't want to miss your turn out here, because you might have to go a long ways before you can get back right. So you don't want to miss your turn because you don't know the area. I really don't know this area. I've ran this run. This is my third time running this route. can't get in a hurry. You have to watch your speed. I just want to let y'all know that as a truck driver, you know, sometimes these are the roads that you have to travel. Because as a truck driver, you have to go where the freight goes in many cases. Average speed on this highway is about 45 miles per hour. That's basically what your average. There are places you can go 55, but you know, if it's not a straightaway, you might need to just back down to about 50, maybe 45. Along in here, we run about 55, 52. I got my cruise right now set on 52. Watch out for falling rocks. How you gonna do that? This is residential, so you have to be careful and watch out for cars coming out of driveways. You know. See that? You know, you got businesses and stuff on the side of the road. It's a very, you have to be very careful on this road. Got a lot of pulls, a lot of hard pulls on this road. So, can't get in a hurry. Just up and down, round and around. Coming and going yesterday on this route, it was raining. That's why you see the road is still wet. And it's not a good run at night, and it's raining or foggy. use your brakes on this run, you may have to stop, put on the side somewhere if your brakes get hot, and set for about 30 minutes and let them cool down, because you'll have to use your brakes a lot on this run. I'm driving a 2022 Volvo 760, and the engine retarder, or what we used to call Jake brakes, back in the day, it's not that strong on this truck. So besides using the engine retarder, you also have to use your service brakes a lot, and they can get hot. These are not mountains. They may look like mountains, but they're just big hills. That's all. But you still have to respect them, whether you loaded or empty. You don't want to get too much. Don't want to have too much speed. Gotta look out for driveways, because there's a bunch of driveways on this route. Because it's basically an old country road. Highway 58. Most of the people live out here are white Americans. So they got the Trump sign. A lot of these people out here is a Republican. Yeah, you'll see several Trump signs on the side of the road. They got a hillbilly trail down here. This is Virginia, y'all. One thing about trucking, you get to see a lot of countries. I mean, a lot of the country. You get to see what places look like off of the interstate. houses up there on the hill. I don't think I want to live up there on the hill like that. Yeah, they got some houses up there, way up on top of the hill. Miles per hour, and as a truck, driving the truck, you need to be about 40 miles per hour rather than 45 with a curve like this right here. Very dangerous highway. I don't like running it, but you know, I mean, I'm a skilled, not bragging on myself, but I'm a pretty skilled truck driver. So I can drive it, but it's not that I like to. See all this stuff on the side of the road. Just hoping nobody don't run out there in front of you. See, watch out for falling rocks. Hope a rock don't fall out in front of you. Speed limit done drop. Little town that you got to go through. Smokey Bear be out here checking the speed, and they got a lot of places to hide, so you really have to watch the speed. Sometimes they'll be out to get a big truck, or anybody for that reason. You don't want to get a speeding ticket out here because speeding tickets have gone up tremendously. Well, they'll take you gotta keep it between the lines. Don't really want to go around anything if you can help it. Just hang behind. Yeah, there'll be days like this in trucking. But, you know, you have to take the bitter with the sweet when you're in trucking. You know. Got good runs. That's a pie. Got runs like this that, you know, you gotta work a little bit harder, you know, but thank God that, you know, if I had a stick, if I had a manual, you'd have to work a whole lot harder. Work in this route is the steering and the braking, but if you had a stick, if you had a manual, you'd have to be shifting the gears. You'd have to stay in that gearbox a lot on this one because you up and down, up and down. Now your speed goes back up to 55. But that speed limit is actually for cars, more so than trucks. You got a big hill you got to climb now. See that truck ahead of me? He loaded down with probably coal or gravel. Right? See? Most likely he got a stick. I gotta slow down because this little box truck is trying to get around me. Now I'm stuck behind this slow truck. Because they slowed me down, they slowed my momentum down. Downgrade now 7%. Alright, this is where you're still coming at on using your brakes and your engine retarder. cut mine wide open and do a little, brake a little bit, just to keep that speed around 40 miles per hour. You gotta control that speed on the downgrade. But if you don't, the truck will get away from you. And before you can get the speed down, sometimes your brakes will run hot on you. Once your brakes run hot, you ain't got no brakes. But that grade wasn't that long, so you didn't have to brake that long. Some grades are real long. This is not a run for an older road driver. All right, it's a run for a local driver. Now it's downhill. This is where you have to control your speed at. Whatever speed you went up the hill, you need to have that same speed going down the hill. Got to control that speed on the downgrade, because with that weight in the trailer, the weight of your equipment, I'm grossing out about $79,000. That weight, the force of gravity, will push you down the hill a lot faster than you want to go. And it could cause you to lose control. The main thing about trucking is, you know, to get the freight to its destination in a safe manner. It make no difference if you get there late. All right. Main thing is getting there safe. That receiver rather have that freight there late than to have to pick it up off the side of the road. always remember as a truck driver that the speed limit out here is for cars, not trucks. You see how fast that little car going in front of me? I can't go that fast with this truck. All right. See how he took that curve? I can't take that curve like that. That's it, y'all. Just want to give you some tips, all y'all. Well, some of y'all that want to, be a truck driver, right? These are some of the things that, or some of the highways that you might have to drive on. You're not gonna always be on the interstate. You got to run the back road sometimes. And this is the back road going from Virginia into Kentucky. Still got 67 miles to go. I should be able to run that in an hour. But on this road, it'll probably take me close to 2 hours to run 67 miles. I'm 67 miles from my destination. But I won't be able to run it within an hour. It'll probably take me about 2 hours to run it. Safe, and always remember, whether you're driving a big truck or a car, try to be as safe as possible. Don't take crazy move. Don't get in a hurry. Watch out for the other guy. Aim high in the steering. Keep the big picture. Make sure they see you. Keep your eyes moving. Because the life you save out here on this highway, could be your own. Always leave yourself an out. Alright, what I mean by that is that you don't want to be in a crowd that you can avoid an accident. Yeah. I don't like to drive beside another vehicle. You always want to leave yourself an out just in case. Never follow too close behind another vehicle. Always allow about anywhere from 4 to 6 seconds following just in front of you. Yeah. And that's the safety tip for today, y'all. Be blessed. Thank you for watching my videos. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All right. Leave your comments.